Hi, Gemini. This is Just with your May 1st to the 15th, 2017 council. I hope that you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Gemini, some of you are definitely, I feel, some of you haven't been able to give enough attention to either new clients or a new project. Okay. Because there's been a lot of attention being given to existing clients, existing projects. So you haven't been able to kind of clear your desk and focus on something new. It could be something, if you have your own business, be something that, you had a good idea. And I know I said that before, and you were trying to decide, what's the best way to handle the situation. And it looks like you really haven't been able to get any real traction on this since, again, because it looks like you've been kind of busy. Money for you guys for this particular first 2 weeks looks like it's going to continue to be good. Some of you are waiting on funds, so it could have something to do with the tax season for those of you who are in the U.S. It could be some monies that someone owes you. Okay, so I do see, again, some waiting. Okay, some of you could be waiting to hear back regarding a particular job, one that is very competitive, and you could have interviewed with a woman that is very results driven, I feel. Some of you, and you may get a call back that you have to come in and travel. I do see like some traveling. Some of you could be traveling, like wanting to go back home is what I feel. Some of you have made a decision that you want to go back home. And so some of you could be making a decision to go back home because you have to kind of see or care about your family, care about your parents, or see about your parents. That sort of thing is what I'm getting. I do see that there may be some offers coming for some of you back home, back where you're from, that sort of thing. However, I do see that trying to move forward is going to be delayed. There's going to be some conflicts, okay? So you're going to be having to wait. There may be some sacrifices that has to happen, like, maybe in a good place, but now you have to go back because of family situations or have to see about someone. But then instead of you being able to kind of go right away, you have to wait a little while because, you may be waiting to get something from someone. You may be waiting for someone before you can go. So I do see a bit of delays and wanting to move forward on something, having to wait. At first, it seems like it's been like a hold. Then things started to look like it's progressing, and then it's more of a wait. Okay. And this could be a company. A company could be having you on and off, on hold, moving forward. It could be school, anything like that. Or it could be you looking for a new place. So there's some stop, go is what I'm kind of getting here. But it looks like things are going to kind of come full circle for you as we get closer to mid-May. Looks like things are going to get a little bit more open. Or movable. I don't know. The word I just said, movable. You guys know what I'm saying. Things will start to move forward as we get closer to the end of the second week. Now, there could be, for some of you in your existing careers, it looks like there could be some conflict with a manager, supervisor. Some of you have conflict with someone. I'm getting a bit of conflict with your company, maybe the rules and regulations. Seems to be problematic. I do get some frustration there. Okay. So some of you could be contemplating, do you move on from this job? Do you stay? That sort of thing. Now, I'm trying to look and see if there's like a huge theme, like a theme of something. Some of you could be moving too fast. Okay. Wanting something now, but it not being time. It's not time for you to have it. Okay. So no matter the efforts that you're, trying, it's going to fail because it's really not the time for you to even have that at this time. So be mindful of that. If you're trying to press forward in something, there may be delays and you just have to expect delays. So I'm trying to, okay, so Now, as it relates to love, because I don't see like a major thing, the theme I would say for some Geminis here is to just be very careful trying to be so forceful and wanting something back or wanting something now, because there's going to be some delays and you're going to just have to be patient. Now, as it relates to love, it looks like some of you are waiting to hear back from someone. You're waiting to hear back from a particular person. Someone could be waiting to try to decide what they want to do with you because they could be in a relationship. I do see that. So there's some waiting where some of you could have been everything was fine a minute ago, and now you're on hold, or you put someone on hold to try to find out, what's the next steps, where do we go from here. Some of you are going to go back home and you're going to reunite with someone. It could be a Cancer, but you may reunite with someone in the midst of going back home is what I see. Some of you probably want somebody, but that person is with someone, okay? You may just want to reunite with them and share what you guys had before. You maybe have been thinking about them for quite some time, but that person is with somebody at this time. Now, I do feel like, again, whatever you want at this time is blocked, okay? You're not necessarily, so somebody might have sacrificed you for another person. Like, okay, I'm not going to deal with you. I'm just going to focus on my relationship or who I'm with. Some of you could now want to be with someone because, Geminis, for some of you that can relate to this, 1 minute you want one thing and next minute you want something completely different. So a person could have turned someone off and they're like, you know what, I'm not going to deal with you. And it could have been some time passed and now this person's moved on to another person. You want them back, but unfortunately, you can't be with the person because they're with someone, okay? And I feel like the person, you may try all that you can to reach that person. Email them, call them, text them. You may have been trying to do that and trying to figure out, when are you going to hear from them? Because I feel like this is a very desirous month for Geminis, like especially the ladies. You're being very forceful about what you want. But again, being able to, you may want what you want and you may be trying every trick that you can to get what you want. But when it's not your time, it's not your time. And so there's still going to be some blockages, okay, being able to obtain what you want. And even if some of you do reach out and are able to, connect with that person that you've been wanting, it's still going to be some delays. Like you're not going to be able to go see the person's not going to be able to go see you. You may make some plans to kind of try to get together, but then at the last minute, the person may renege and say, well, no, or try to think twice about the situation. Like if there's another person involved in your relationship, there's some confliction, like the person's conflicted. They're trying to do what's right. You may be very forceful, so you're trying to come on very strong. The person may give in, because there is like some feelings from the past there, but the person may be, not necessarily wanting to engage, I feel. And there may be this. So for some of you Geminis, you may not necessarily want to continue on with something traditional, right? You may want to go back to a person that you have feelings for, but then you get blocked. Someone's not ready for what you're ready for. It's just what I'm seeing is kind of screaming to me, excuse me. And some of you or someone, so it doesn't necessarily mean it's you, someone may have a lot of suitors, right? So there may be you having a lot of suitors, but you're doing your best to try to be loyal to the person that you're with. You're trying to turn your relationship around, because I do feel like some of you are in this space of like, not really knowing exactly where your relationship is going to go at this time. And now you're having second thoughts. Like some of you may have been ready to kind of disconnect from a marriage, or you really don't necessarily want a committed relationship, but now you do. It could be because of the family, that sort of thing. So you may want to now act right, if you will, or you may have second thoughts. But then that person may be at this point where they don't know if they want to deal with you, because there could have been a third party and now it's kind of really disrupted the relationship. So there's a lot of like chaos and a lot of conflict in the relationship. You may be trying to do your best to be loyal. But now this person is not really sure if they want to stay in it anymore. Okay. And for those of you that's, again, trying to rekindle something from someone in your past, it may be very difficult for you to be able to do that because, you know, this person, there's blockages there, so you just can't be with that person. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for you guys as it relates to love. When it comes to new love or trying to find new love, I do see a lot of wanting to rekindle what you have in the past for you Geminis. And I do see, like, right now, it's not necessarily going to happen. Like, whatever you guys are wanting, you're not necessarily going to get what you want in these first couple of weeks is what I see here. Yeah, I do see the family dynamic. There has been a lot of pain over some deceit, third-party situation in a family dynamic. And so there's this stuckness. There will be healing that comes from it after some of you get clarity, but it's going to take some time, and it's not going to go without a lot of stress and a lot of aggravation and a lot of worry. Okay. But I do feel like there will be, like, you guys will get on the other side of it. For those of you that can relate to there being some problematic situations in your relationship, is kind of what I'm sensing here. That has actually in a relationship, not those of you that's wanting to rekindle with someone that's already in a relationship. So that's kind of what I have here. Your reading went so fast. As usual. So that's what I have for you guys for the first 2 weeks of the month. If you would like to share how you feel and how this resonates with you, please do so in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Gemini.